Hello everyone, welcome to the video. So today I get to pick my two choices for my IODAs. So I was actually pretty torn on what to pick for my IODA. I know everybody has their own tastes and preferences and own way they find items. Me personally, I like going through the wiki and kind of just seeing different shops. I like going through the old Quibble shops. I've gone through a select few collection chests. Now, I haven't gone through all of them, which might not be the smartest thing when I can pick any item I want in the game, but fuck it, we ball. We're gonna pick an item anyway. Since I've already spent 2 IODAs, I'm not too worried about it. I already have quite a few of the items I want. Now, I will probably never have the item that I actually want, which is the Frostval Naval Commandeer. It was the first item I tried to IODA until I found out it was a LQS.
So I'm gonna fucking kill my...
I just want you guys to know what they took from me. And I do not have benevolent tier money in my name, so that is probably not happening. I'm very sad about that. But just to catch you guys up, and then we'll get into the IODA. My first 2 IODAs I spent on farming pets. And do I regret that? Not really. I mean, since I did buy the Oblivion Blade of Nulgath pet, this does come with a pretty cool cape and a cool sword. If you guys don't know, then I'll just show it off real quick. It's the Archfiend Cloak, which I haven't even bothered to farm for yet because I really don't even care about it that much. But then it also has the Champion Blades, which are pretty popular, so I will eventually have to go out of my way to get these, and I have an 8-year account, so I can actually get them dual wield, which is what I think most people prefer. And then for my next 2 IODAs, I actually bought the Kitty Love Sweater. Now, this armor I wear all the time. When I first picked it, I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did, but I love throwing that armor on because if I need to match like a weapon or something with it, I can just make it work. Here's some outfits I've put together with it.
We got the Dricken, we got the Green, we have the Necrotic.
And to be honest, I think that's enough tugging and pulling and stretching out the video, so let's hop into it and redeem my first IODA. Alright, now all of you guys can point and laugh and scoff at me, but I have chosen the default Sword of Awe. I just think it's a good item. I think it's a good item. Guys, so funniest thing actually just happened. Whenever I went to go redeem that, I had immediate regret. I really did. I didn't even believe in it myself. And so we're actually going to go for a round 2. And I'm going to redeem a house, okay? And I will redeem it right now and I will show that off to you. But first, I do have to log out of the Adventure Quest World game client. And that saved me. And I feel way happier about my IODA choice already after eliminating that. So what we're actually going to go with is the Enchanted Frostval Collection Companion. 10,000 ACs. I know I was just digging on the chest, but this is a way better pick. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. Now, I really like the Christmas stuff. If it wasn't obvious with my Naval Commander pick, and I do like my pets, I especially like my companion pets. It has not passed me to spend 2,000 ACs on just a companion pet to walk around. I'm kind of glad that I get to add to my collection. I really like these dudes and seeing them with me. But this one is especially cool because of one item in it that I think is honestly worth an IODA in of itself, which is really the best collection chest that you can get whenever you want one item out of it, but it's in a chest. First of all, it's a really good companion pet. The animation looks really nice on it. You don't get to see Alina as a pet very often, so this is pretty cool. I do get a character page badge if anybody cares about that. I still think this is probably the best companion pet for Rizzle, but this one's cool too. But let's go ahead and get in this collection chest and see what we got. First of all, we'll take a peek-see look-see at the armors in the collection chest. Now, I don't think there's anything in here that I want, but I might be pleasantly surprised, so let's check it out. Nope. Nope. Not really. Not really. I'm not a big fan of the Dominic eyes. I hate these light eyes, but the smirk is kind of cool. Maybe I could do a cool color combination with that set. Let me go ahead and put something together. Alright, I got the middle-aged dad look going on. This actually looks pretty good with the darker colors, I've noticed. It kind of, it makes it look more like an actual jacket, which is pretty nice. Still definitely more of a male-oriented armor, methinks. That smile is so goofy, man. We have these flying armors, which really look pretty good, honestly. I mean, it looks like I'm jorking it. I bet some people could do some crazy combinations with that. We have the Grim Axe Archfoe. I don't understand how this is a Frostval set. It's very nice, but I like the body type, but who lets them cook on the faces? I don't like this type of face. Especially how every single one has this. We have the Holiday Jester. pretty sick armor. I will actually grab this one. This one is very nice. Yeah, very cool armor. I'm a big fan of the gesture armors. It's actually one of the armors that I wanted to IODA, which is this one right here. Pretty cool armor, but well, that'll have to be saved for a future episode. This armor, I went over it with my stream, and I didn't like it that much. I still don't really appreciate the fluff on the outward bits. I wish I could get rid of this. It would be so much better that way. We have the reversed platinum chevalier. I really like the reversed armors. It's very cool that they let you do that. And this one. Yeah, not for me. None of these are for me, sadly. Maybe some cool weapons, though. Spoiler, there were no cool weapons in there. But how about some helmets? Let's look at the helmets. The platinum chevalier equestrian horn. Oh, that's pretty cool. It did take getting almost to the very bottom of all of these hairs to find one good one. Look how many hairs there are in here, and you're telling me there's only one hair that I think is kind of semi-amusing enough to like? That's a little sad. It's a little bit sad. Alright, the only thing I found worth mentioning are these wings are pretty cool. They're like the lower butt wings, which are a popular style in Adventure Quest worlds. But, like, it's pretty hard to match with anything, so I don't really... Unless I have that in my visual memory and I need to pull it out, then it's not going to work. And neither is any of this stuff. Now, it may sound like I'm disappointed, but I really am not, because I know no matter what, I'm going to get an insanely good house, and the house name is the Midnight Winter Castle of Nulgath. Very nice, very nice. There's also this, like, modern version of it, which you guys can take a look at that if you want. It shows... like, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's so much worse compared to this one. But we're going to go ahead and buy this one and equip it. Now, I am going to miss the cottage house. It's probably not going to get tucked away forever. But this Midnight Winter House is very special to me because I really like the winter months. I just fare better in colder weather, and I feel better overall. So I'm very happy to own this house. I've always been a fan of the vacation house of Nulgath, and it was actually the original plan to IODA that house, and until I found this one on the wiki. And I actually prefer this one like 10 times over. Even if it wasn't in a chest, I would still IODA it. It's pretty cool that I got that gesture armor. I do see myself maybe equipping this someday. It's pretty cool. It's a really good armor. Everything about it, I really like it. And especially this house, too. So if you guys are familiar with the original vacation home of Nulgath, I'll show that off on screen as well. But it's basically the same house, except for the dragon is actually cooler in this house. And that's not a pun. I think it does look cooler with the armor and stuff on it. But if you go in here, you have this character customization room and a armor customization room. I definitely like this. In the original house, it has this kind of like golden plate thing in the back. I feel like it would clash with the, like, whatever you're trying to put together. I like this one that it's all kind of monochrome in the back. But if you walk out of here, there's also this portal that takes you back to Yulgur. So you can start AFK maxing. And then if you take a right here, which you don't see this a lot in AQW, since there's not an arrow here, but there is actually a whole top part of the roof, which if you weren't sold on it before, how are you not going to be sold on it now? There's a giant dragon that flies by every 20 seconds. And it has a big, big moon, which you can see from the bottom stair as well. This is very sexy, especially considering in the normal house, the sun is actually on the other side. So it's a pretty cool dichotomy. And before we hop into the next IODA, because it's a little bit shorter, I'll actually go over this vacation home of Nulgath. So as you can see, it's basically the exact same with the same houses. I will say, I do think the rug in this one is kind of cooler with the red. The blue does match the door, which is kind of nicer, actually. I think I do prefer the midnight one over this one. I thought the red was a cool, bold statement, and it's nice that it leads to the customization room. This being blue makes it easier to match. It matches the door perfectly. They were cooking with this recolor. And then here's the original dragon, which is pretty funny to look at. Even though this one is kind of more modernized, it still has that classic Adventure Quest Worlds feel to it. This one's kind of jank, but there's charm in the jankiness. This roof does kind of look like the midnight room that we get. You can even see like the blue bleeding over into the purple and stuff. But again, I am happier with this one. I do miss my clouds a little bit, but the trade-off of having a giant moon makes it all more worth it. And then here's that customization room that I'm talking about. Seeing all these colors, like if you're putting together a set, it could make it kind of hard to like see the contrast of your set. And here's that teleportation room to Yulgur. Now, thank you for coming to my AQW talk. We are now going to move on to my second IODA, which I actually surprised myself with this pick because it kind of goes against almost every design principle I have for armors that I like in AQW, but for some reason I have a soft spot for it, so let's hop into it. It has a name. It's called the Evil Symbiote. Oh, there's a lot of evil stuff. Here we go. This one. Hopefully I got the right one. I think there is only an AC tagged version of it. But now we can log out of the Adventure Quest Worlds account manager and we can hop back into the game and equip our new armor. Now, it is a little bit sad. It is a little bit sad because the sword that I was originally going to IODA was actually going to match the set pretty well. I still will probably IODA that weapon. I do like it. I like it more than like a lot of weapons in the game. But here's what it looks like equipped. It's the Evil Symbiote. It's way more red in this preview than I thought it was going to be. It looks very red here, so it looks kind of a darker red on the wiki. I hope when I equip it, it looks nice. A parasitic evil energy latches onto your very being. It gives you immense dark power, but you are left with the shadow of your former self. Who knows what stigma attaches to your soul? Now, the reason I like this armor so much is because I have a soft spot for this like kind of cloth and plate armor look in Adventure Quest Worlds, and then just mixed with the giant red symbiote eyes and skin. Now, the reason I said I probably wouldn't like this skin is because most of the outfits that I make in this game use the Hellsgrove Guardian hair, this one, and if something doesn't work, like has weird eyes or has like lips on it, which I hate lips on Adventure Quest Worlds characters, then I will not use it. But the reason I like this one so much is because I really like when people use unique skin on their AQW outfits and stuff. And so having an all red base makes it interesting, which is very important for me. And then I really like the cloth and armor combo going on, like kind of a basic fantasy like starting armor that you'd see. It's very cool. So let's go ahead and equip it. And I will say, first thoughts, I don't know how I'm feeling about it. Obviously my hair is not going to match it, so let's actually go into our customization room. And it feels very nice to say that too, because typically I would have to actually travel to Yolger's to mess with colors and stuff, as you saw in the beginning clip. But now I can just go in here and we can mess with stuff. So let's actually match our skin color with the set, and I actually believe that will do a lot of heavy carrying. Yeah, it seems so. Maybe I do the skin color and the hair color the same. Ooh, I do kind of like that, just having everything red. Why not? We'll choose maybe dual default swords. Looks very clean already. Like, this is something I could run around with. I need like a cloth cape. That's what it's missing. I need a cape. Whoa, that kind of looks good. The tails. Now, does it make much sense? I don't know about that. Does it have to? Probably not. I am over the moon happy with this armor and the house combo. Yes, I am back in Yolger. That cut was probably weird for you guys. I was looking for a good cape, all right. I found this one. So in my last collection chest video, go watch that if you haven't. It's a little bit outdated at this point, but it's still pretty good. I didn't look through the capes, and there's this really sick OG elemental cape in that chest. Look at these wings that I found that match it like almost perfectly. I would say like it's the same color and everything, right? Just let me cook, really. I'm kind of in love with these wings on it. This elemental or this rune I really like. Dragon Blade is cool. You can just mix so many old AQW items together and it looks amazing. I mean, I could literally just stay here all day equipping items. These wings are so obnoxious. Alright guys, I think we've gotten to the end of the video. This is kind of like what I've settled on for probably my main set. Not my actual main set. It's still the green set that I always wear, that one. But this is probably what I'll wear for now with this combo of armor. Overall, I'm 10 out of 10 for excitedness. Like, this is an amazing pick of items. I think I'm like almost 99% sure I made the right choice of what I wanted. Overall, there are quite a few more items I would like to IODA, just items I've missed out on over the years and stuff I haven't been able to pick up on. But I think I have, like, if I can never have an IODA again, I would be totally content. I just want to thank you guys again for all the support on my last IODA video. To end this one off, I'm going to decorate this house a little bit. Well, alright, well thank you guys for watching the video. I make main channel videos, and I live stream the update every Friday. I cover the daily drops on my YouTube shorts. So if you guys want to see any of that, just hit the subscribe button and like the video, because it does help a lot. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.